This one is for all of these lovely, lovely patrons who voted for it in last month's patron vote. I think we had a range of Chris Cornell acoustic tunes you could have gone for, and this one won. So we're going to crack on with it right now. Standard tuning. Yes, that's right, you heard me. Standard tuning. Oh yes, but there's a capo on the 3rd fret. So, you know, that's not bad. We're getting off lightly considering it's Chris. There are some fantastic, fantastic chord voicings in this though. So it might seem like there's a load of chords, but it's really not too difficult a tune. It's in 3/4, so it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. So if you're a beginner, I'm not tabbing out the exact rhythm pattern, okay? So all you need to do is down, down, up, okay? Like that. Now, if you're a bit more advanced, you can figure all that stuff out yourself. So say for the first part, I've tabbed this. Not a lot of room for strumming there anyway. There's only 2 chords really where there is any. So in those gaps, you can fill that out. So that would be... See, I'm just doing a bit of an up, down, up to fill those spaces out. So that is the same throughout the tune. Now the tab is relative to the capo as well, okay? So this now is the 2nd fret, and this is the 4th fret, okay? So E minor shape, little finger on, off again. Then you got your 3rd finger coming on here. It's like an A chord, but, you know, down 1 step. Then off again. And then you got this off and on, right, in that pattern. So slowly that first part is... So the only difference there is the 3rd chord rings out a bit longer. Then you go. That's what you're playing, right? Melody-wise. And that's it. So slowly. Job done, right? You play that around a couple of times and then you're into the verse. Now this is cool. There's a couple of ways you can play this. I see it tabbed everywhere. Like that, right? Which is a descending run on the A string, but with the 2nd fret there. But the live versions I've seen, Chris isn't doing that. He looks like he's playing this. What's going on there is he's muting the D string with a little bit of meat off the back of his 1st finger. Again, all the way throughout that, D string is muted. So you could either do it that way. If you're not comfortable with muting strings in that way, then just go for the... So you're gonna play that. That's set up, okay? And again, fill it in with some strums if you wish. And then back around. So you're gonna play. That's a fully minor shape there. Then you've got this, right? 2, 3, 4. I wouldn't hit the... I'd just aim for those bottom 3. And he uses his 2nd finger to go... to walk up, right? So it's 1, 2, move. And then your 3rd finger is going to move down 1 string, and your 1st finger jumps over and lands on what would be the 2nd fret, right? So it's 4, 2, 0, 0, 0. For 2 bars. Okay, so slowly. That's the trickiest bit. So just practice that. And then you can get the strummy stuff in. Like that. Pre-chorus part is lovely. You've got this. Into the chorus. So let's break that bit down. C chord shape, but minus the first finger, right? And that's just 2 1 2 0 there. To a G. Keep the G shape. First finger on the first fret. But your first finger is going to mute that open A. It doesn't really matter if you hook it over, right? But it'll probably naturally mute it. Then you go to a C major. And you let that ring out. There's no strumming in this part. And then a C minor. Both of those chords ring out for 2 bars. So that again slowly. And then you've got the chorus, which is lovely. You do this 3 times. 3 times around that, and then you go. And then back into that intro section. So let's do the repeating part of the chorus first. G chord. This is awesome. I think it's an A sus2 with F sharp in the bass, but I'm playing it with my first finger on the root. That mutes the A string, and then you've got 2 2 with your second and third fingers, and then open for the rest for the B and E. Such a lovely chord. Then you move to this shape again. So 4 2. Then you flip them round. And you repeat that around. Okay, so I would just do the chords slowly first before you even think about strumming. When you come to play this chord, you want to get your thumb over the top, just to mute the E lightly. And here, you'll notice I'm arching my finger there, so there I'm muting the E with the tip of my first finger, right? So again, slowly. Thumb. Arching my finger, so I've moved my thumb back here because I want these open strings to ring out. But don't know if you can see that. I mean, my fingernail is touching that string, so there's nothing, no sound coming out of that bad boy. So play that around 3 times. Go up to this. Lovely chord, very Led Zeppelin. And so you're here, this would be the 7th and the 5th fret, but in reality it's 10th and 8th. But you're only playing from the A string down. Then he does this. I wasn't sure about this chord at all, but I think he's just playing 6/4 relative. You could flatten your hand there, but it sounds more jangly and open chordy, so I think it's that. Again, my thumb's muting that E string, alright? In fact, it's muting it for both. So there you're playing E minor shape. And Then you're going to take your third finger off and hammer it back on. Okay, so just a nice little flourish. Then back to those two chords. And then you go into the intro just one time. Then the verse twice, the pre-chorus and the chorus again. But coming out of the chorus this time, you let these two chords ring out. And then you're into the bridge part. The bridge part's got some funky chords, but you're starting off fairly simple. C. Then you go to this 2, 3, 4 chord, and I think he's also got his little finger in play here. Sounds odd. He might actually be muting the G string there, right? Because those two are the same. Then you go to an E minor shape. And then there's this. Alright, so let me play that first bit. So here's the chords for the first part of the bridge. Then you go into this chord, which is called like a Jimi Hendrix chord, but with the root on the E. And you also have the open. That's awesome. 4 bars for that one, then back to our weird little diminished chord. That for 2 bars, and then this B7 sus4. So if you imagine a B7 is that, but shift your little finger up 1 fret. And it's that rhythm. So it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, and you change. So I'll round that bit slowly. This is the outro, basically. It goes back to the intro section, but there's a variance in the chord he plays. So he plays. Goes to that chord. And I think the B and E are open. Yeah, I think that's right. You do that for 2 bars. Round the pre-chorus again, round the chorus again. Subtle variation in chord again. So 3 times round the chorus. 3 times round that. But then when you get to this bit, he goes to a C. And then you're done. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again soon. Thanks.